welcome to the BetterU Podcast, where we go in depth and get to listen to stories of hope, strength, and courage straight from some of the leading health, fitness, and wellness experts who help transform lives one person at a time. My name is RKaye, and today joining me is the lovely Gretchen, author of Sharing My Life. Hello, Gretchen. How are you today?
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
Thank you as well for joining us today. All right. So before we get started, of course, we would like to introduce you to our lovely audience. So please let us know who you are, what you do exactly, and could you share a little story that maybe began this journey for you?
Yes. Well, let's see. I am from Belgium. I am 31 years old. Actually, I have a Filipina mom and a Belgian father. And I started like 3 years ago on this spiritual journey, inner journey to true self. And it was very interesting and overwhelming and unexpected.
That's amazing. Actually, I already got to try to spy on your book there. I haven't really read it fully, but being able to write that full length book, that must have taken so long. How long did it take you to finish that book?
You're gonna be surprised. It started with a blog, and then I got signs from the universe that I needed to proceed into a book because it turned out to be 100 blogs already. And the audience, my direct audience, seemed to love it. So I was a little bit scared, like everyone, to do so, but I felt like I had an inspirational story and I wanted to, assist other people.
Yeah, exactly.
So what happened is I happened to come across the right people. I found a coach who helped me to go through the book and deliver the message and easy. And I also found an editor online. I was like, no way! They really wanted me to do this.
Yeah.
So I did it in a year.
I see.
Everything, writing, the publishing, I did it in a year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's amazing. So it pretty much just fell into place for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's amazing.
Correct.
That's amazing. And that's actually one of the reasons why I decided to do this podcast, because a lot of people who help others have their own story to tell, and there's always a beautiful kind of underlying journey to help everybody else become their better versions, right?
Yes.
Excuse me. All right. So, could you tell us, is there a particular unforgettable experience for you that somehow you tend to, I don't know, kind of share with everybody else, and more often than not, you kind of go back to that story, and it's a story that often inspires everyone. There's always that one particular story, I think, that for every person. So for you, what was that for you?
Let me just say that I had some struggles, but I managed the struggles to turn them into purpose. And I think I want to highlight two things. I didn't have a good relationship with my father, but he revealed to me that I am actually a generational trauma breaker.
That's awesome.
And that way I was able to forgive him for all the things he did to me. But forgive him is not meaning to contact him again anymore, but I knew I had to forgive him, because or else I would still have the resentment and everything in me, and I just wanted to start anew, you know. And secondly, I suppressed my Filipino identity. At school, they already felt like I had a different type of energy. And I thought it was me. I thought it was something personal. But now I learned that I don't have to take it personal. It's just those people don't resonate with me. And I need to get that energy out of my system to find those who do resonate with me.
Exactly. I think that's one also of the best lessons we get to learn in our journey of helping people. It's that, when someone rejects you, you shouldn't really take it against them, because that's who they are, and you just
it has to do with their trauma processing.
Exactly.
Maybe they have experienced something bad that they can't, like my father, that they can't heal, or they just don't know how to deal with it, and they are just how you call it, they are unintentionally hurting other people. They don't mean to.
Exactly.
Sometimes they just don't know.
Exactly. You are like spot on there. That is true. And like a lot of times we tend to find fault in what another person does to us, but in entirety it's all about their own story as well. So you always have to make sure to have a clear understanding of the other person too. All right.
And being born in Belgium, I just didn't know that I felt much more connected to the Philippines than to Belgium. I really didn't resonate. And then I got back on that trip. The first time back to the Philippines, I was more aware. And then I got a reverse culture shock. I was shocked. But then I suppressed it again. It took me 5 trips to realize how beautiful that energy is. And it deserves to be shown. We are shy. We underestimate ourselves. But we should get out of our comfort zones like we are doing now.
Yes. That is true. Yeah. From a Filipina to another. That is true. Our culture is very rich. It's a very welcoming environment. That's why a lot of people like to travel to the Philippines. And that's why a lot of people have many Filipino friends.
They are so open. They're so open, friendly, hospitable, nurturing. Do I have to say more?
We don't. I don't think we need to say more about that.
No, summarizes everything.
Yeah, exactly. So speaking of like a welcoming environment, are there people who you tend to look to and are your inspirations? They're your people. So do you have people who inspire you a lot, or a mentor who helped you out?
Well, yes, but they are all abroad, surprisingly.
Wow. Okay.
But don't underestimate connection, because I'm feeling your vibe right now.
Well, that is true. Like a lot of us have, especially when the pandemic began, a lot of us actually, surprisingly, are more connected than ever. Even more before when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. Let's go back to you. Is there, of course, you have your book. I'm sure you're very proud of it. Are there other instances or other experiences that you have had that you're very proud of?
Not yet, but I'm willing to hit another milestone before my 40th. I want to become an energy healer / coach.
Nice.
Yes, I feel like this is my path, and everybody's staring at me like, what? thoughts.
No, but you just do you, right? A lot of people these days.
Yeah, just do me.
A lot of people these days are actually doing that. That is what a lot of coaches really are doing. It's finding something that's special and that you have experienced yourself and sharing it with others. And at the same time, also making sure to grow what you have learned so you can teach even more people.
Pass it on,
Yes.
Because I was thinking while I was writing this book, I was like channeling this stuff all. It just came out of nowhere, and then I wrote it down. So I always had my cell phone with me or a notebook, because a few hours later I would forget about it. And then I was thinking, oh shit, it's going to go to another to another person, that idea.
Well, at least you were able to really collect all of those thoughts and put it into like a collection of a lot of lessons for sure to help other people. So in final note, is there a specific quote or a specific line or a very favorite lesson that you often share with everyone?
I think I have two. But I always forgot. Rumi has such beautiful quotes.
Yeah, I like Rumi.
It's like we don't have to chase the love. It comes down to this: we don't have to chase love, but we have to unlock the barriers within us, because we have so much fears that we are unaware of that prevents us from connecting. And it all starts within us, within ourselves. We don't have to look outside for validation or anything. But I think everybody wakes up, like they say, at their time, and we need to respect their timeline.
Exactly. That's true. That is true, and I could not agree more. All right. Well,
and the second one, that was like, if we release the persons who hurt us, we have to also make sure we'll release the person we were, old versions. Because if we don't work on ourselves, we will keep attracting the same type of persons and the same type of lessons.
That's a good one. That's a very, very good it's a very good thought to think about, especially for I think that's something that our audience should be able to go home with and try to think more about. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Gretchen. And
you're welcome.
Would you like to have a final message for everyone who is listening to us right now or watching us?
For those who are struggling, I would say take it easy, slow down, focus more on ourselves, because we often go into self-avoidance modes, missing all of the fun. Like they say, we have to go through the dark first to enter the light.
Exactly. All right. So thank you so much for the enlightening session that we've had today, Gretchen. Thank you so much. And so for those of you joining us and watching us, and you are interested to get a copy of Gretchen's book, I will leave those links in the description box for you so that you can get a copy today. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today at
You're welcome.
BetterU Podcast. And we'll see you guys again. I am Coach RKaye, always reminding you never give up on your movement journey because it's never too late to move.